Men are telling women to go to hell as soft guy era explodes. Guys, this is insane stuff. Men are basically telling women, miss me with that. Men are walking away. MWA is growing rapidly, and it's unbelievable as men walk away from relationships in Western society as a whole, and focus on self-care, self-preservation, and soft guy era is literally taking it to the next level. And the craziest thing is soft guy era started out as just a meme. It started out as a joke of men trolling women and basically just reversing it on them. And because of their fragile egos, men have basically seen that this is a way of not only getting under their skin, but actually gaining resources from them and reclaiming their power. And shout out to Kevin Samuels, rest in power, King. So it's going all over the place. We have a couple of different things I want to jump into. One example of this is what's happening with Simone Biles right now. This actually started happening, trending prior to the soft guy hashtag soft guy videos starting to really take steam. But this is a perfect example of it. And we have a video out right now. I believe it's from Entertainment Tonight. And, what ended up happening was, and this is pretty recent. This has happened over the last couple of weeks, or a couple of months. What happened was Simone Biles, she got married, and her husband was asked, how did he pull Simone Biles? And he during an interview, and his response was, the real question is, how did Simone Biles pull him? And women were extremely furious with this online. Him saying that, he was the prize, he was the catch. Guys, again, women hate this. They're literally false flagging videos online, soft guy era videos online on TikTok. They're having them taken down. I guarantee they'll start coming for YouTube videos very soon. Men that are basically saying that if a woman wants him, she needs to put a ring on his finger. She needs to put some diamonds in his ears. She needs to take him out. She needs to treat him right. He's not dating any brokies. He's not dating any dusties. These are the same videos that women have been putting out. Men are putting these videos out now, and women are calling it hate speech and demanding that these videos be removed from TikTok, and then they're going right back up. I guarantee you they're going to be coming after YouTubers. Like they're probably on it already. And they're putting out video after video attacking the soft guy era. They're literally broken up over it. Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle, she's the originator of Sprinkle Sprinkle. And Drizzle is basically a play on Sprinkle Sprinkle. She's a dating coach for women, a dating influencer that told women to don't date these dusties, stay away from them, only get your money. These men need to pay good money if they want you. And basically men turned around, flipped the script, and they took her message and what women were putting out there, and they began using it themselves. And she would always say sprinkle, sprinkle, and the women started saying sprinkle, sprinkle, basically getting what they want out of men. And don't date men that don't date low value men. Don't date men who don't shower them with gifts, give them lives of luxury. Also they need to make these men suffer. They're putting out tons of videos saying let these men suffer, make men suffer. What's happening now is men are just flipping the script on them, and they're saying that's where the drizzle came from. Instead of saying sprinkle sprinkle, men are saying drizzle. And Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle, she even weighed in on it, and she was furious about it. But let's jump into the video with Simone Biles, because she started crying about the whole thing, where everyone started going after her husband for saying that he was the prize, and Simone was lucky that she was able to pull him.
I broke down. That really hurt that they were talking about my husband like that. Because for me, it's talk about me all you want, but don't come for my family. Never.
Yeah. Simone Biles speaking out months after her husband's viral interview.
I always say we the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
The Olympian sits down with Alex Cooper on the Call Her Daddy podcast and recalls the backlash her husband, NFL pro Jonathan Owens, faced after making these comments.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles?
Really, how she pulled me, man? That's the question, man.
Lord Jesus.
I always say we the men the catch.
Last December, Jonathan's interview on the Pivot podcast made waves online. Why? Well, the football player said he was the catch in his relationship with Simone, the most decorated gymnast in history and a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
I guess sharing it is just a part of my story.
Even though the internet was big mad, Simone wasn't bothered. In fact, she defends her husband's comment.
Just to make it very clear, Women don't seem to understand that men don't care if you are the most decorated gymnast in American history. Men don't care if you're a billionaire, although that can open you up to being taken advantage of by Chads and Tyrones. And especially with this new generation of soft guys, some men are, if you're a billionaire, you need to spend some money on these men, and these men are going to come and get their money in divorce court too, because there's a lot of dudes who will get married to a woman who's very wealthy, and they'll sign the prenup, and then they'll wait it out, and then after they get married, they'll turn around and say that, when they signed the prenup, they were in duress. And basically, how do you prove duress? Well, if she told me if I didn't sign the prenup, then we were not going to get married, and there was a baby on the way. She was pregnant, and I was afraid that if I didn't get married to her, then I wouldn't be able to see my kid. And they're going to use the same exact arguments that women have been using for ages. Will they work? Here's the thing. Women have set the precedents. So of course men face a lot of discrimination in the court system, but women set the precedents. So when men use the exact same arguments that women have been using to extract wealth and resources from men for decades and generations, a lot of times it absolutely does work. And it looks like gender discrimination if a court goes against the presidents. So this is what men will do. Men are the prize. Simone Biles, she's not a baddie. I'll just be real with you. She is 100% not a baddie like that. She is not a baddie. But women think that because, they're CEOs, or they have a medical degree, or because they have they've done all of these different things, men, basically like they become like high value men. Men are going to want a woman who's a high value man. Men want women who are fit, feminine, and friendly. This is the reason why men are fine dating the barista. There's a saying among men: marry the cook, marry the cleaner. Okay? There's a saying: marry the cook, marry the cook, marry the cleaner, marry the cook, marry the maid. Because this is because they know that women in Western society will not take care of you. The cook will take care of you. The maid will take care of you. Okay? These women can actually bring value. They can take care of you. They can they can raise children. They are more family oriented. These are women who have at least the basic skill sets that men are looking for. Okay? They can actually create some value in a man's life. A woman basically walks into a relationship saying that I'm a doctor, or I'm a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or whatever, or a nurse practitioner, or I'm a CEO, I'm a boss babe. I work for this tech company. I make $300,000 a year, or I'm an OnlyFools creator and I make $100,000 a month. I'm the definition of a high value woman. What do you bring to the table? And you better bring more than I do, because if you don't, then there's nothing here for you. And it's like they think that they're going to get the man that they want like this. And they've been told, like, do not settle. Do not settle. And they have all these videos online telling ladies, do not settle for these dusties. Do not settle for these broke boys. Okay? Let them suffer. Let them suffer. So guess what? What men are doing? Men are flipping the script. And they're saying, gentlemen, do not settle for these brokies. Do not settle for these broke girls. All right? Let them suffer. Let them suffer. They're using the exact same words. And because men are doing this, women can't win. Women can never win because men are flipping the script on them. And at the end of the day, the man is the prize. Men come with their value. Women have to create value. And women have been told in Western society that they're the prize. The man will bring, you can have any man that you want. And that's not true. And the irony is that after they're done running around with Chad and Tyrone, they then go look for a plan B guy to supplement their living, so then they can keep on cheating on these, so they can cheat on these men with Chad and Tyrone. There's this chick online named Bobby Altoff. And if you watch her video, she does podcasts with celebrities, and she's like interviewing celebrities and being a total jerk to them. And if you watch her videos, she's constantly like begging for money. All she does is talk about money. Dudes like get pissed off with her sometimes, and they'll call her out. This one guy, like, I forget who it was, he called her. He's like, and how much money did you make for that sponsorship? And she shut her mouth, because this is how they are. She literally begged Drake. She was a married woman. Her husband filed for divorce. She begged Drake to sleep with her. Like, this was one of her first big videos. She begged Drake to sleep with her, and and they were in a bed together. And she was asking him, like, "Will you sleep with me? Would you sleep with someone who looks like me, like exactly like me, who's me?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I would. I'll do it." And it was like, and like, I mean, like, seriously, so disrespectful to her husband. And in another video, that because she was like a mommy blogger before. She's only 26 years old. She's a Gen Z idiot. She basically revealed that she had not been physically intimate with her husband for like 1 to 2 years, and then she like flashed him and said, will he actually say anything or respond? And he just glanced at her and he just glanced at her and laughed because he knows he wasn't going to get access. Like this is the relationship that she had. Like, he was her plan B guy. And he was like working for, like, he was like a CEO for some company, so he was making a good amount of money, and she cheated on him. She ran out there, she cheated on him with a bunch of rappers. That's what everyone is saying. She's trying to deny it, but I mean, it's proof right there. She said that she hasn't been physically intimate with her husband. She's 26 years old. She's pretty good looking, and she's constantly begging rappers for relationships and money, and saying that she wants to be with a rapper very bad or a billionaire. And she did interview Mark Cuban, and she was begging him for money. And then she says that she grew up broke and poor, and that's why she's always begging for money. And even when she's been on other podcasts talking, she's essentially always the same person. It's like she just becomes and she's really annoying, really annoying. And she basically got a plan B guy, used this plan B guy to build herself up, and then and she could not even wait. She just started going from dude to dude to dude, just giving it, like, it was unbelievable. And it's like she just had like another baby, and she still couldn't wait. She still couldn't wait. She was like just right back out there, right back out there in the streets. I warn y'all about this. And one thing that's really interesting is if you look at this this post right here. Let me see if we can jump over there. So this is in relation to the video that we talked about where Simone Biles, her husband, was being shamed online and attacked online for saying that he was the prize. Simone Biles says she broke down after husband Jonathan Owen's viral interview. It really hurt. But if you look at some of the comments, some of the comments are pretty interesting. And not all of these comments are actually in support. Someone says she's really going to break down in less than 5 years. That man is playing the long game. Holy cow. You should click the link and read the article before you comment. Right, he has no clue. And someone else, let me see here. Look at this comment from So Much. This is a comment that I noticed, and I really like this comment. He said, "Hope she's smart enough to realize the opinions of the unmarried women/men in the Black community in the Black community shouldn't matter or hurt her. Just being married in our community is something that more than 60% in our community will never do. Just being married." So guys, this is like, marriage is dead. Over 90% of men have stopped getting married. It's right now less than one out of every 1,000 men are getting married at this point. Again, I know it's one too many, but there are articles now saying that within about 20 years, it is highly likely that marriage will be completely extinct. Essentially, no one will be getting married. And I mean, right now, barely anyone is getting married, but in about 20 years, it will be a completely extinct practice. It will be gone entirely, which is hilarious. And again, the simp economy is moving overseas. Men are walking away from Western society. The simps are running away. The reason why there are so many simps in the manosphere is because they have nowhere else to go. And then you have a bunch of these tradcon women, former 304s, that are setting up shop. But it is what it is. Guys, don't forget that I also have another channel called Angry, where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to a description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Support my work. Also, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, on the Angry Guy channel, you want even more content like this, you can head over to the Men Walking Away channel, where I post daily videos. There's a link to that channel in the description of the video. Go check that channel out. Subscribe to the channel, support the content, enjoy the content. What do you guys think regarding this? Men are telling women to go to hell as soft guy era explodes. I want to hear your thoughts on this, so let's Talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.